Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Stephanie, the creative girl behind the designs. If you're stopping by my channel for the first time, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notification alerts so that you know when I post my next video. So today we are going to be taking a look at the BIG Homesteader. I have been kind of playing it a little bit and getting my groove back on for a BIG. I've been in a classic. I'm not switching out of a classic. However, I am going to add this to my planner lineup, as you know from my past video, to kind of enhance what I'm already doing. This will become essentially my desk calendar. So I have a bunch of fun stuff here to be looking at today, and I have a fun little quick craft to go with this. So if you're interested in seeing all these fun things, then stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the BIG Happy Planner, and I have my BIG Homesteader planner. I finally received the BIG planner accessory pack. I actually had to order it off of eBay. It was sold out. You people are loving this Homesteader collection. So I had to go searching high and low, and I did get my hands on one. I, of course, have some pockets or some of these poly folders. And I also have, if you recall from my last video, the BIG notebook for Homesteader, which has this beautiful blue, like a light blue, almost periwinkle floral pattern. So I am going to be kind of talking about this and showing you what I'm going to be doing with it. So we're going to get this kind of going. I'm going to show you a few things I've done. And then we're going to do kind of a quick craft. And so it's all fun and good, right? All right, so I am going to pull some of this stuff out because, as you know, it makes a lot of noise. So I'm going to get this out so that I can start playing with it without making too much noise. Okay, so, and I'm just going to kind of move this little fun thing off to the side. So what I'm going to do is, this is an 18-month planner, and I love the fact that I can keep it for so long. I'm kind of getting in this groove of, wanting to keep my planners longer, not constantly changing them out. So I feel like I'm getting close to ones I like, and then the challenge is just making it fun and interesting from month to month and week to week to, stay interested and inspired to work in them. So I'm going to first talk about, just because I'm going to need to get this out of the way a bit. So this is the BIG Homesteader notebook. It has in there just, it has 3 tabs and some paper. The reason I wanted this was mainly for the paper, because along the disc, you can see this beautiful floral pattern. So I wanted to pick this up for that reason, but it will not go to waste. So what I'm going to do is, for the current time, I'm going to take out of the planner the extra pages that, in fact, let me move this out of the way quickly. Okay, so I'm going to take out, I'm not sure how much I'm going to need to take out in total, but I think for now I'm going to take out 6 to 8 months, and then I'm going to put those months into here to store them. And then I'm going to take some paper out of here. So let me move this aside for the moment. And I'm going to start pulling out. As you can tell, I already need my folder in here. I got some stickers I need. And then once I get some of this pulled out, I can, I'll give you a little glance at what I've done so far. I wasn't going to fill in July, but then I decided, I think I kind of will, because it'll help me, kind of get used to it and so forth. So I'm just going to start pulling out some of these months. Hopefully I don't rip them. Sometimes, things happen. So I'm going to take out, I'll probably take out 6. I'm loving these tabs. And then we'll kind of go from there. because obviously for the notebook, it can only hold so much. Let's see, July. Let's take out June. June, let's see, do I want to keep June? Let me pull it out for the moment. Okay. So all of these for the moment are going to go into the notebook. And I'm doing this because I need to store some of the paper in order to effectively work in this on my desk. So let me grab my notebook again, and then we can kind of just, dive into the actual planner. So I think what I am going to do is, let's see. I am going to use this tab, I'm thinking, while I'm planning. So I'm going to first see if I can get all this in here. Let me just see. As you know, the notebooks are only on mini discs, so there's only so much space on them. This is about, I think, 7 months or so. We'll see how well it goes. So I basically want to free up enough space in the planner so that I can work in it and, effectively do all the things while not, having so much in it, it impedes my planning. So I had, again, I hadn't used a BIG in a couple years, I think. And I do love the BIG. I love the fact that I can just take a piece of paper, I can print it off and pop it right in the folder or the planner. So that is a plus, especially, if you're planning and you're busy. I do see I'm going to need to take some paper out of here, which I was planning on it. So this will kind of give me a glimpse into December. Seems quite thick. Well, that's because I put 2 papers in there. That's got to go back. Let me take that off. I thought that felt kind of thick. So I am going to be pulling some of the paper over, so that will probably work out well. Let's see. I'm just going to grab it from the last tab. I'm just going to kind of grab a little stack of it. And I do want to use this. I plan to use this. I'm working out effectively what I'm going to use it for, besides just the storage of my paper. So let's bring this back. So as I was saying, I like the fact that I can just print something off and immediately put it into my binder without having any issue. So that's a huge plus when it comes to the BIG. So this may work out better than I thought. Maybe it'll work out too good, right? And then I'll kind of forego the classic. I don't know. Most of my planning has always been done in the classic, so we'll see. But I do have the classic to this, and I do plan to use that. So that's forthcoming as well, so keep staying tuned. So here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull out the accessory pack. So in this pack, you get, let me get this paper out of here. You get all this fun stuff. You get 30 sheets of paper, 10 sheets of pre-punched folded paper, and a folder, which I have a few, so I'm going to be more than good with my folders, a bookmark, some stickers, and then the folder. So when it comes to planning in my desk calendar, whether it's a desk calendar or a carry calendar, you need to have a folder. You just always need to have one. So here's the folder. I mean, it did get a bit beat up in the shipping, but it's okay. So this is the half sheet, or it's technically a full sheet, but they've already pre-folded. It's got dot grid on the top and lined on the bottom. It has a nice edge to it. Tending to is a active list, and then the back is a color strip of paper. So I've got these to work with, which are great when you think about list making, which I love to do. Then there are these sheets of paper, which are just straight blue paper. Has a little quote on the side, sleeping late, lay in the sun, read until dawn, live simply, and that carries out throughout the paper. It's a very faint dot grid line, and then the back is the same. So I'm going to go ahead and take a few sheets of this as well and pull those out. I'm going to, for the moment, only pull out one sheet of the folded paper. Get the rest of that put aside. Now the question I'm debating on is where I'm going to put the folder. So this folder, so the folder reads, "This is where the good stuff happens." And it does have, yeah, you can see it's a bit beat up. It'll flatten out. It does have this blue color to it, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do for the moment is I'm going to put this one right here. So it'll basically become the divider between all my paper and then also provide me a place where I can put all the good stuff. And then I'm going to put the blue in right after that. So this is in effect a tab for me. That's how I'm using it. And then all my paper's back here. And then this little leaf here is kind of in the way. And so I'm going to pull apart all of this stuff. We've got stickers, a pocket, and the fun bookmark. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, these are going to move up front. This is going to go in here. I'm going to keep these stickers in here because it is use the sticker year. It's a use all the planner stuff year in my book. I'm really wanting to use what I have as best as I can, only get minimally what I need or think I can incorporate, and just really dive into not so much the FOMO issue, which is fear of missing out, and then you buy all the stuff, but more diving just straight into it and working with it. So I am going to put in my page marker. Let's see, what are we on? The 8th, which I have yet to decorate. Now for my desk calendar, it won't get decorated too much. I will do some decorating in it, but for the moment, I'm not going to be decorating it like I might say the classic or the mini. So I'm going to put this in on my day. This is the little, I'm going to take off the covering and just make sure it comes off this disc area. Sometimes that sticks a bit. Okay. And then it sticks to you, all the plastic. And it doesn't help that I did my nails, so now it's sticking to my nails as well. Okay, I think I got everything off, right? All right. So I've already gone through July, as I said, and I kind of sort of set it up, you know, just to kind of get the feel for it. How am I going to be using it? That's not in there. And I really am liking the space. I do sometimes write big, so I'm really liking this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my July month and kind of, you know, I did set it up kind of like how I plan on using it. So for these tabs, some people will use them for the month, but I don't see the point in that because, well, the month is already tabbed, so I don't ever do that. Let me get to a July month. Okay, so here is the month. As you can tell, I've only written in on the side the bills. So what I plan on doing is using the sidebar for this. Now, in my Creative Planning Expressions group, I talked in the last video about budgeting. So it's just a really quick overview. I took an hour to explain how I do things and how it's worked for me and so forth. So I kind of operate off of two systems. I use the budget by paycheck as well as the snowball. So those things are things you can look up readily. Obviously, budget by paycheck is whatever you get paid, you know, you set your budget up based on your pay period. So if you're paid monthly, your budget's going to be monthly. If you're paid weekly, it's weekly, and so forth. And then the snowball method is really more for debt reduction and debt management, which is basically you place all your money. You place as much as you can on your highest interest rate bill, and then you pay that off, and then you just go down the line. And there's different ways to work that method, but I had found in the past they both worked for me, so I kind of incorporate both. So that is in my sidebar. I have the paycheck, and then I have the bill that gets paid out of that paycheck. And then, of course, I'll always have a quote in there somewhere. And excuse me, I don't know if I'm getting sick or not, but hopefully that doesn't happen again. So I will put throughout my calendar, because again, this is my desk calendar. So I'm adding in holidays, my pay dates. I'm using stickers. I am not worrying. I mean, I will try and coordinate them as best as possible, but I'm not going to worry about them being a specific theme unless I do a video of it. This is really for function. Totally function first, decorative second. So as you can tell, you know, I've put in reminders for when we've done flea medicine, appointments, so forth. So this is kind of how I'm going to be setting it up. These are the personal things. And then I'm also going to be adding in business. So if you recall from my video, I'll try and link that in the box above. In that video, I talked about my desk planner is going to be kind of like my workhorse. It is going to be, this planner is going to be this. It's going to be open to the week I need when I come into my office. It's going to be right out there. It's going to tell me all the things I must do. And then I'm going to go through and, you know, execute that plan. So I do have, I think 4th of July week I did. Okay. So the other thing I am doing is I am going through and I am pulling out, and this is what I'm going to do in this planner here. I am pulling out all of the sticker kits that I've had, whether it be full kits, partial kits, whatnot. And I am going to use those stickers however I can in my weekly spreads. And I'm going to make sure I get those stickers used because this is the year that I plan to do that. That is one of my goals for this year. So as you can tell, I had some 4th of July stickers. I don't even remember where I got them. One of the systems I needed or was using, I needed to cut off portions of the paper, the sticker paper. So a lot of the names were cut off. I don't even remember where they came from. But this was kind of a, you know, 4th of July, which of course I put on the 4th of July. Red, white, and blue sticker book or sticker sheets that I think there were 2 sheets to this. So I was able to kind of just fill this in. Even though this is a lined vertical, it has a color box at the top, which I like because I'm thinking I will be using the top for either very important appointments for that week or that day, or also incorporating my business information. So videos that need to be posted, you know, Instagram, Pinterest, so on and so forth. So I like that the top box is colored because it serves as a highlight for me to look at as soon as I see it. And then of course I have my lined weeks, which, you know, I don't mind the lines. In fact, I sometimes prefer them because as a left-hander, I do kind of not write in a straight line. So I appreciate the lined vertical myself. So I'm just going to decorate it. I'm not going to worry. You know, I'm going to use the stickers. I'm going to use the planner. And this is going to be my workhorse. So this is kind of an idea of how I'll be setting up both the month and the week. Now the currently page, at least for July, I haven't done anything with yet. But I probably will be doing some kind of, maybe not decoration, but, you know, I will be using the currently page for function, kind of as a precursor to that month. So if I know something's coming up in October, I can pop over, put it in, and then I know it's there. So that was another one of the issues because, you know, you jump planners. I was finding that I couldn't you know, what was coming in October or what was coming in November. So, you know, those things were kind of getting lost in the shuffle of all the planners I was using. That is also what this can serve as well, which would be a pre-planner. So I kind of want to make this my everything. If I need to know anything, business, personal, whatnot, I'll look in here. And as I was just saying that, I remembered I had these stickers. So I have been using these stickers for my planning. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get those tucked into the back right now so that I don't forget them, because they are something I'll use on a regular basis. So that is how I plan to use the BIG Homesteader, Happy Planner Homesteader. Now I'm also, so because I have this marker and I have so much space, I mean, I think what I'll be using these sheets for is to, you know, at the end of the week when, you know, I'm finished with work, I am going to, I think, use this to, you know, if I pop in my office, I can quickly jot down something that has come to mind, an idea, a craft, a video. This is going to kind of be like that everything list. And then I can take, so sort of that master list, and then I'll take this information and transfer it into the week or month or wherever it belongs. Then I also have a folder, which is, now this is a poly folder, so it's a little bit different, but I do like the fact that, I don't like sometimes how they bulk it up, but I do like that I have it because when it comes to keeping track of things, keeping organized, I like to keep the receipts I need to enter in these folders. So I have these 2 receipts that I need to remember to enter into the budget and checkbook. And so I am going to put them in here. And then I'm going to pop this into my binder. So this is just going to serve as a great catch-all for all the receipts that I had. Sometimes I will go through the weekend, I have receipts, I can put them in here. Come Monday, I can pull them out and do the budget. Here's my list making, and then I start going into my month. So I'm not going to jump into August yet, only because, again, I'm still kind of feeling it out, seeing how I'm going to work it and how I'm going to put it together. But for the most part, that is my big setup, desk planner, I should say, for Homesteader. And then, as you know, I have the notebook, which I will be incorporating different things for it. But for right now, it's going to be the holder of all things big. And then the last thing I have that I'm going to bring out is just a quick craft. Ever since I've gotten this Homesteader and, you know, the pretty little bee pattern, it's just, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed now with the bee and the honeycomb, and I don't know, there's just something about it. Maybe because it's yellow, and you know, yellow makes everyone happy, right? Yellow sun. So what I'm going to do, I found a couple things at Joann's, and so I'm just going to make this little craft because I can't not make this craft. I love to wear long necklaces. So, you know, we're talking 24 inches or longer. And I am going to make, just quickly, a super easy necklace. I used to do jewelry, and then, you know, it just, the industry changed, but also, you know, it became harder to keep up with things with work and everything. So I have all the supplies I need. I just, you know, like the tools. I have a pair of bent nose pliers, as well as a ergonomic pliers. I guess you just call them, they're straight nose pliers. And I am going to make a quick and easy necklace using these cute little charms that I found at Joann's. One is a gold honeycomb and another is a bee. So I thought these were just the cutest little things. And, you know, to make this necklace, it's going to be super, super easy. So all I have to do is each of these charms will typically come with a jump ring. And a jump ring just means that it's a split ring. And so I'm going to take this off the package. Hopefully I've got it in the right location. I mean, in all reality, I could take it off the back. Let me do that so I don't bend the ring. Sometimes, you know, they put these things on there so, you know, they're for anti-theft and everything, but it doesn't make it the easiest to work with. So I'm just going to try and open it the old-fashioned way, which is technically the right way, rather than try and bend it and have it bend, the ring bend wrong. Okay, so that made it a little bit easier. A little bit off camera here, showing or getting this out of the package. So let me get the ring off there. Okay, so this is typically how a charm will come, and it has a split ring on it, or a jump ring, I should say, not a split ring. A split ring is a keychain. And you just simply take your pliers, twist the rings separately, and let's see, we're going to put it on this way. You can do one of two things. You can either leave the ring as it is, and if the clasp is small enough, you can just kind of put it right on, or you can just, you know, do it the old-fashioned way and just twist the ring and put it on there. So this is the honeycomb. I'm just going to close it up a bit. And let's see. Let me make sure I got this the right way. I want to make sure my charms are the same way. Look how cute that is. All right, let me get this package open. I probably should have done this in advance, so I apologize for that. Okay, so I'm looking at this ring and I can tell it looks like someone has already tried taking this off the packet because the ring is a tad bit bent. Yeah, it's it's seen better days. So let me just go ahead and split the ring. I need to put it on the chain in the same way that the honeycomb is. So let's go ahead and get that put on there. So this is one of the simpler ways to do jewelry. This wasn't the kind of jewelry I did, but this is just a simple way. Let's see, I want to make sure I get this ring closed. It is a smidge bent, but that's okay. All right. So how cute is this? So now I have a little honeycomb with a bee. I don't know, you should, let me do this. Let me grab a piece of paper. Let me grab some of this paper here. I might be able to see it better. So here we go. So see that cute little honeycomb with a bee, and the bee has like little black gems in the eyes, I think. So yeah, super cute, right? And it took what, 5 minutes? I mean, if you ignore the time it took to get the charms off the package, it probably took like 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm loving this. So there you have it. Easy peasy craft, something that you can do even, you know, while you're planning. Just take 5 minutes, if that, and make yourself a quick necklace. So I hope I have inspired you to do something creative today and every day, and that you create your beautiful life one plan or one craft at a time. Thank you for watching.